Hey Libra, um, hope you're doing all right. We are well into Leo season now. Lion's Gate just opened, and maybe we're experiencing some emotions. So, right now we're looking at what's come for us. Libra, when you look at it on a chart, what's in your fourth house of emotion? That's the past, that's Capricorn. So Libras really have a hard time of moving past their past, simply put. They really hold on to that stuff, and that's the real trigger for them. Even though they are an air sign, which is so future oriented, emotionally, there's something about them that's always stuck in the past, whether it's tragedy, a love. Libras are the love sign, so typically you find that a lot. There's that one love from your past that you just can't get away from. um, Whatever it is, we're looking to the past here. Water and earth energy is really about what's happened, what's concrete. um, and the Queen of Cups, has a lot of blessings. It's definitely like some maternal mother energy. Um, so we were really looking at motherhood here when we look at this card, and maybe we're not satisfied with how things have culminated. Maybe we're really wanting to start that process, really wanting to walk into that motherly role. um, but we're remembering something here. So let's kind of see. Now I do have to point out on the flip side of this, there's the lovers. So definitely some Libra energy. This could very well be a love in the past that could be resurfacing in your emotions. You're really reminiscing about this. Um, so let's see kind of if that really has anything to offer you, or if it's just right under the lovers card. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle some here. Yeah, man, with all this Leo energy, you're going the completely opposite way, Libra. All right. Maybe that love was very nurturing for you. You felt like you could feel like you were taken care of, or that you took care of this person. Um, Lots of six energy. If you know any numerology, maybe there's a six cropping up. Libra, Libra. Sometimes I notice things like really jump out at you easily when you're shuffling like this, and then other times it can take a while for something to resonate. God, what was it I was reading for the other day, and I couldn't hold the cards. They just kept falling out of my hands. Like there were so much. Oh, it's cancers. That's what it was. Cancers have a lot to say right now. Feeling a lot of things. Okay. Okay, so there's this. That again ties into that fertility. So, how does this translate to love? A love of children. Maybe this was a love you had when you were even a child, like a childhood crush or high school. Someone that you always wish I had gotten a little farther with. Maybe you've reconnected with that person. Um, Maybe it's even gone as far as wanting to start a family or something. This is a blessing, so that emotion can actually be a blessing for you right now. Okay, when we see this card, aces are a good sign, especially when they're face up like this. Um, it helps us move through something, or it brings us something. So um, maybe it's an emotion that we really need to experience right now, and so we can better move through it or learn from it. Okay, so this could really be a blessing in disguise. Um, let's see here. least going to read about this. So the Eight of Wands is really about putting things into action on the immediate. This comes in fast, and basically the universe is kind of putting things into motion for you. This is a card that you really don't necessarily have to lift a finger. You're just going to find whatever um, you start to do right now is going to be extremely easy to accomplish. So it's a great time to really start on a project, go in a new direction, um, and kind of feel that fire, that passion, whatever's lighting that fire for you. Really follow that flame. Okay. Um, let's see here. Put those two down. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. So um, we also have Four of Cups here. So this is the card where, again, we're looking in the past here. Those cups, they really, really kind of, um, they give a lot of their energy to what's already happened, and in that process, you're ignoring that future potential. So we don't want to do that. Like we really want to kind of look forward. So, you know, that friend time that Leo season offers can be really fulfilling. Going into the Virgo season where it's really truly about the individual. You're starting your new path in Leo season, and you really have to look deeper within when we go to Virgo season, so you can be ready to give and receive love. Um, Come your season, come Libra season. Um, and so we want to be balanced before Libra season comes around. So we really want to recognize that cup is literally the same cup here, the Ace of Cups. It's coming out of nowhere, just like that hand. Someone's offering something for you, um, and it's really, you really need to kind of give it some acknowledgement. Um, they're maybe telling you something you need to hear, and that you just can't get away from this past love that you're reminiscing about, and this concept. So really kind of look around and see what people are telling you, and kind of just open your eyes a little bit. Okay, this is somebody that's kind of maybe a little skeptical that the future holds something promising, and you ignore that. Okay, so we really don't want to do that. um, let's see what we drew with the Hanged Man. So it could definitely be a person that has a very unique perspective, a unique way of looking at the world. Um, you know, it's really this way is the non-reverse, even though he's upside down. But so this person can be very eccentric, aloof. Think of like, you know, like Pisces or an air sign, that's just really, really a unique individual. But they definitely have some cool perspectives, and that different way of looking at things could really help you. Um, yeah, that's what I think I see here. Let's go a little further. Yeah, lots of cups. Cups are all about emotion, love, you know, wishes. Oh yeah, here we go. Some more. Oh boy. Okay, so um, we have Page of Cups first. So again, maybe it is a Pisces, um, but this person again has that really unique way of looking at things. And maybe it's your own. Maybe you're just not really able to access that right now because you're stuck in this. Well, I just can't let this go, whatever this is. Um, So maybe it's you, but talk to the fish, see what they have to say. Do whatever that is to you. You know, have a wine night with some friends. See if it kind of lets you see things a little more clearly, or with a loved one. Um, Kind of open up your subconscious in any way you can. If it's crystal work, or you know whatever kind of guides you down that path, that's gonna open that third eye, and allow you to kind of see things a little more clearly. um, so we've got that, and it's really a great time for you to do that too. This is the Think of Dumbledore and his pensieve, up in his tower. How his mind gets so stretched, and he literally has to take those thoughts and those deep memories, and kind of put them in a basin, so he can revisit them, because he's lived such a rich life and experience, and he doesn't want to forget about them, but it's not healthy to have all that going in there constantly. So you have to find a way of letting go, to be able to relax. And this is definitely some you time, but this isn't you time to where you want to run yourself ragged with memory and all that. This is a time of rest, a time of relaxation, to really open yourself up to this new consciousness, this that Page of Cups energy, and what that message may be there. Okay. um, so maybe write, maybe find a way to get it out where you're not truly losing it, because it seems like you do have a tendency to not let go of things. um, but let's see here. So the Temperance. So that's all about balance, just like your Justice card, which is Libra, the scales. Temperance does that in a way. Here, I mean, there's a lot going on in this picture. So it's an enlightened individual. This is usually Sagittarius card. Um, and so this takes place in your third house of the mind. So it's really kind of showing your mind emphasis right now, and we want to get out of this emotion, and into that air orientation that's more natural to you. Um, to see some perspective. So we've got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. There's that balance. We're sifting the water from cup to cup, finding that perfect, in between. So then we can take flight when we're ready. And there's, this beautiful path that's awaiting us when that time comes. So this is really waiting for that moment, finding the right time to strike, finding the right time to take flight. Um, and you can only do that when you're confident, when you've really taken that time on your own to get that wholly unique perspective that only you can have, that clarity. And that's really what these are talking about. Okay. So don't let others cloud that inner vision that you have, but you really need to take some you time right now, um, so then we can go forward on this transformation. These are two interesting cards here because they both have the path. The Death card comes before Temperance in tarot, um, but once that Scorpio energy gets in there and really just cleans it all out, by destroying, and just you have to just give yourself, to fate in a way, so you can really see this great new opportunity for what it is. Shed that skin, so then you can find that strength to fly, um, and begin again. So these two really can go hand in hand. It's a rebirth process. Um, and so it's a great thing. But it looks like there's a rebirth happening for you, and that that past energy, that emotion is just not helpful right now. You've got a lot to look forward to, a lot of future Um, a lot of future coming your way. So let's see here. What else for Libra? I really like Libras, but I don't have a lot of them in my life necessarily. I have like one or two that I've known well in in the past couple of years, but no one really prevalent in my life now. Um, it's interesting with the Libra because I noticed this thing that they have with like service, and I'm not really sure where it comes from, but um, they whenever you're out with the Libra and like say you're getting lunch or a meal or a drink or something, and they really can either be super um, judgmental of like a waiter, or they can be like extremely grateful for just lifting a finger. Like it's like one of the two extremes, and it has to do with service of some kind. Maybe it's almost like they don't know how to receive. um, yeah, simply put, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like a subconscious way of not being able to accept gifts, or um, receive a service of some kind, someone else doing something for you. Maybe they have some sort of skepticism when it comes to being helped. Maybe that's it, because they feel that need to kind of take care of others and balance things out, and to create that harmony. But when the focus is on them, it can really pull up some triggers, I find. Maybe that's what it is. And of course, going into Scorpios, of course they're going to be a little manic. We've got to prepare for that energy. We don't go just from the really sweet Virgo to um, the extremely intense, um, transformative Scorpio energy, in just a little jog. We go full force. We run into that. So let's see what else we have for Libras. I also just made a numerology video, so I'm really excited to publish that. Just like, post it. I'm not really looking to get a lot of recognition here. I just want at least some of my friends on Facebook and stuff to kind of understand more of this stuff, and anybody else that's interested. So here we go. So this is not great. So these two signs, cards, the Five of Pentacles, this is really the hurt and love card. So this past relationship, that you're reminiscing about, really somebody did you wrong. They left you high and dry. Especially financially. Um, and it's keeping you in a mindset where you are not open to possibilities because you're reminiscing about this person. You see, this is money basically, and this is like a beacon, like a sign, and these two aren't even noticing that it's there, and obviously they need some help. Um, so that's really, it's not necessarily ignorance, but it's that person is keeping you from really seeing what's there, um, and it just kind of like pushing you in a really unpleasant direction. I mean, look at the cold, and it's so bleak, and it's a really like eerie card. It's there's an I don't know, the only yeah, I don't like it, but and this person could even be driving you into religion or something. Yeah, but you're just not willing to. I mean, this kind of ties right into what I was saying about not willing to accept help. Okay, like you don't even realize it's there maybe because of that skepticism. But this shows more of a relationship that just didn't serve you at all. So that earth energy is similar to the water. We got to get out of that past. Um, and the unhealthy thought. So when we have the Eight of Swords here, um, we're really doing damage to ourselves. And um, when you get eight swords, just think of like eight problems or eight modes of thinking, all at once. I mean, that's a lot. That'll drive anybody crazy. And so, this is literally kind of like an insanity card almost, like, but it's self. It's something you've brought on, that you've gotten so warped in your head from this, that you're kind of paralyzed from by thought. So you're in a state of inaction, and you have this energy that's just really gonna be making things happen for you, but you have to get out of this to see it. So yeah, I mean, you can't move, you can't see anything. This is a really bleak card, and the two of them together, when you're with this person, you maybe were having some mind games, or you just it just really like made you unsure of everything. Maybe that's what we're getting here. And so that's you can do better, okay? Like, that's what I'm seeing here. I don't think that this person really had your best interests at heart, or this relationship was really moving you forward on your path. Um, so let's see. Also, I'm drawing a lot of cards in twos, which is again for Libra. Okay. So we go from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. So that's the progression. So it's got to get worse before it gets better. Um, here, we're taking that unsureness, and we can't even sleep because of it. We really can't relax. We really can't let go. We're making this more and more painful for ourselves. And nine is a big card for, or a big number for, transformation. And the swords. That's a lot of transformation. Okay, like new ways of thinking and everything, and feeling, and we're not open to that when we're stuck in worry and emotion and anxiety, and especially when you can't have that subconscious, um, that time to really see things more clearly. So like, your sight is really blocked right now, and it's getting to you at your most kind of vulnerable place. It could really be keeping you up at night. So okay, but we do have some promise here. So King of Wands, some fire energy. I draw this card a lot, and this is really just the reclaim your throne card. This could be a fire sign that's going to be coming in. Um, that could really kind of like shed some light, maybe give you that perspective, or it's just like realizing that inner strength that you have. Maybe you are a leader, um, and that's what you need to remember about yourself, is that um, you can just as easily light that fire again, um, and kind of roar for all to hear. Okay, it does exist with you. You just have to remember it. Let's see. Wands. This deck is feeling lighter and lighter. Okay, so we've got four here. Okay, so we've got the first one we'll talk about is the Four of Wands. Okay, so maybe there's a fire sign that you're looking to move with, and it's not really going as planned necessarily. It could just be a delay. Okay, that maybe that's for the reversal. It's not really, um, yeah, it's not really going smoothly, whatever the plan may be. But this doesn't necessarily mean give up. This just means that it's not going to be quite as easy as it first seemed. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Yeah, definitely a move. We just drew the Chariot card with that. So you're looking to move, but this past relationship is really just, effing things up for you right now emotionally. So we're not ready to see this way, because we're stuck in this fear and anxiety. Maybe with a move, there's a fear that you're going to be losing a potential lover here. But it doesn't look like it ever was really for you in the first place. Like, it doesn't really look like it was a compatible match. That it was something that was benefiting both of you. And so you can do better, Libra. Don't sell yourself short. I mean, you are the sign of love for a reason. Okay. And God, if anybody's going to get a great suitor, we would think it would be you. um, and let's see. So we're looking to. So this is the Perfectionist card. I'm not surprised to see it with Libras. A little tidbit of information. I'm sure this starts in Virgo and it kind of continues into Libra season. So we always do carry on traits from the sign before us. And I will say that Libras actually are the real perfectionists of the zodiac. Okay. Virgos can be, but Libras take it to a whole new level. Let me tell you, they really, really, really need it to be 110% before they present anything, before something is done, before they leave it. And maybe that's why um, that fourth house of Capricorn stuck in the past, is because they won't let go of something until they've really had it out, and are really, really done with it. So, with work and everything, you're really finding that it's a time where you just are just trying and trying to get that perfect thing right for you. And it could actually be um, delaying right now. I think what this is that you're trying to look for that perfect job, that perfect thing that you want with this move. And that's what's holding you back or delaying this. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles is a great job opportunity card, but reversed. Um, we're not so open to options here. And I think that's what's going on, is you're really looking for that perfect job offer. And we got to get out of that mindset. Okay. You can't control everything. Okay. So just remind yourself that daily. Okay. And you have to be open to those experiences and opportunities, to really appreciate things. And it's not going to look picture perfect. You have to drop this utopia vision that you have for yourself, because there is something coming for you, or has already been offered. And you really need to see um, what the possibilities are there, because I bet they're really positive. It's just maybe offering you something different than what you're expected or were looking for, and so you're automatically, you know, kind of shying away from it. So lots of change. That transformation is really hitting you everywhere. But it's exciting to see. Like, we really want to look for transformation, for a chance to begin again, and to kind of choose a new destiny or a new path. And it can be hard, for sure. It's very painful to let go. Um, but just think of the endless possibilities that exist when we do. Um, it's natural for the soul to start again, to search for something different. Okay, don't feel like you're doing anybody wrong. If anything, you're doing yourself wrong right now by not really allowing that to kind of enter your life. Okay? So let's see if we have a final message. Final message for Libra. Maybe that was it. It's a lot of stiff. Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. So we got the Queen of Wands and the King. The King and the Queen. Um, yeah, so this is the fire couple. So this is very dynamic energy. So we want to access this queen, this feminine divinity. Um, really, really kind of claim that throne. Um, this will give us that spiritual insight that we need for our journey. She's done it. We've gone through all of the wand signs and gotten to the throne. And the wands, the fire energy is all about a spiritual journey. And she's achieved that. She's on the throne. So you can do this, Libra. Just realize that the potential is there. Um, and just start making some moves, okay? Start telling yourself that you deserve it, and that you can do it. Bye.